it, then stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an alley to run. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Wide, 58 to Mike. Hit. Watch the twist. Showing it. Bang. Hey, 15. Shit. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You better bring it. Hey, Riblet.
Mahomes now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Third and long.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, Mike 52. Here we go.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. 51 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Peek. 51 to Mike. 51.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You going nowhere.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's put that team on the Bucks.
They run it with Ballage, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Here we go.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 99. Check.
They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. Start the land. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Balaj. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Good job, D.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
66, bullet, high.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's get it together. Slam. Slam. Check one day. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Cut. Shift. Come back.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
4 down. Yellow.
At the 42-yard line.
55.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Check, 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 check. Go, 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 go.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
50, yellow, 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 yellow.
58's the mic.
Delta.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that a sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First down.
50.
First and 10. 27 yard line.
Target, 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 target. Check 37, check 37. Hey, alert, alert. 52.
Let's go.
My 52.
Balaj. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 52's the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Run that.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Right, 52. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Alert, alert.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Buzz, buzz. Hug, hug.
Kill, kill.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike 51. Crunch. Check.
Hey, exit. Hey, alert.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn up. Motion.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, turn it up.
Middle.
Motion.
Hey, quarter.
No. Check that.
80. Run that. Hey, zoom.
Bring it.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated
55.
right now.
Check, 55. Mike.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We gotta go, baby.
Mike 55.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Yellow.
Mike 50.
Yellow.
55. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Charlie, it's me and you. It's just me and you.
Check. Fresno.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
1st down, Chiefs.
Hey, 57 colors.
55.
Let him know.
Smoke.
Let him know. Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to break up fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Alert!
Push him back.
On 2nd down and 4. Rosen got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ready? Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In your face. He's coming. Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to put.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A 41-yard gain. And a first down, Chiefs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike.
15. Hey, we gotta get to the ball, T. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep
From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Eat. They gonna need some therapy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We don't want none. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, what?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
Hey, check.
SOS.
On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Yellow. 180.
Watch the run.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
61. Matchbox, right. Check your hot read.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
We got 4.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 52. Attack.
Coming to you.
Nice 7. Let's go.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Come on, boy. Come on, sir.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Don't be scared of that.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
180. Mike, 52.
I got him.
80.
Watch twist.
Monday. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
I'm coming after you.
Check nickel.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Kill. General West.
And to give this time to the tailback. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. He's mine.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Parker, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
50
Yellow.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Watch the twist.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
At 57.
At 58 is the Mike. Going 58 to the Mike. Exit.
Now Mahomes. He completes it to Henry. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Chiefs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Defense, let's go.
Yellow.
Mike, 55. Check.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
58 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Exit. Watch Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Second and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam. Watch the safety creep. Out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp.